In this video, I'm going to destroy this ZAGG XTR tempered glass screen protector for your iPhone 16 Pro Max to find out if it's the best for your phone. I'm also going to be going over its features. I'm going to be doing a full installation. We're going to see how it fits and how it feels. And I promise you by the end of this video, you'll know whether or not this screen protector is right for you. So this is ZAGG's newest tempered glass screen protector. Again, this is the XTR4. It's supposed to be graphene fortified, which I would assume makes it stronger. It also has blue light filtration, easy installation, and it even says on the box that it's 11 times stronger than their most advanced tempered glass. Again, we're going to put that to the test. So let's get started. So as always, we only get one tempered glass screen protector, an installation guide, and some wipes. So really quick, I do want to test out the blue light filtration of the tempered glass screen protector. I've got a little card here that is blue light sensitive. So if we shine any blue light onto this card, it immediately burns it in and turns purple, as you can see right there. Now, if I do the same thing through this tempered glass, the card should not turn purple at all. So I'm going to put this over the card here. So I'm going to put this over the card, just like that, and we're going to do the same test. And it doesn't look like it's turning purple that much. There might be a slight bit getting through, but as you can see, it's not nearly as bad as the other card. So it does seem to filter out blue light. So the first thing we need to do is to clean up our screen with our alcohol wipe. Then we'll dry it off. Then we'll take our guide, making sure that the top portion right here that says top is going towards the camera on our phone. So we'll take our phone, we'll put it inside the tray here, and then you can kind of use your wipe to kind of press it down inside to make sure that it's firmly in place. Then we'll take our dust sticker and remove any dust we see. Then take your screen protector, making sure that the little portion with the sticker is going towards the camera on your phone. You can also see that the little holes in each one of the sides here kind of line up with the posts on the guide here. These are circle, these are kind of oval, and they're the same way on the screen protector. So make sure the sticker is on the underside of your tempered glass. We're going to peel off that bottom part just like that. And then we're going to put our tempered glass screen protector over the little posts on the guide. Try to make sure that the screen protector doesn't touch the phone screen yet. And it looks like it just falls into place by itself without even touching it. So it's already adhered to the front of the phone. So then we can peel off the top protector. Then we can take our phone out of the guide. So let's take a look and see how it did. For the most part, looks pretty good. I just have a little bubble right at the top here, which I should be able to easily press out with my finger since they don't give you any sort of a squeegee. Does kind of seem like it's kind of coming back. So I would take a credit card or something else like that and try to get this little bubble out. It looks like it's actually a piece of dust. So I'm going to try to get that out by lifting up the screen. It's always something. So I was able to get that little piece of dust out, and installation looks pretty good. Don't see any bubbles, no lifting. There is also a slight gap all the way around the phone for case compatibility, which we will be testing out. This is also a full coverage screen protector, so it does cover your camera and sensors, so we'll test that out as well. As far as touch, nice and smooth, just like the glass that's on the phone. As far as fingerprint rejection, does seem to do a pretty good job at rejecting fingerprints. There's only slight smudges on the screen, and you can very easily wipe those away with minimal effort. So now let's test out our Face ID. Face ID working fine. As you can see, the screen is crystal clear. Let's test out our camera. Camera looks nice and clear as well. Don't see any issues there. Now, as you saw from the screen, it did have a slight green tinge to it. I really don't see any difference in the colors on the screen, but if you're very sensitive to that, you might want to just kind of avoid the screen protector and just get a totally clear one. But from what I can see, I really don't see any like green tinge to the screen. The edges of the screen are also rounded off, nice and smooth. And again, touch working perfectly fine on the screen. So now let's take a look at our screen as if we were looking at it through polarized sunglasses. So as you can see, there is a slight rainbow effect on the screen. Depending on how you kind of look at it, it could get worse or could get a lot better. If you're looking dead onto it like this, there's really not much of a rainbow effect, but it's when you start looking at it from the sides that you really start to see that rainbow. So now let's see if there's any light bleed on the sides of the screen protector. And I can already tell you the bottom of this screen protector does have like a little bit of a purple and a green rainbow going on, and I'll show you that right now. So if we take a look at the bottom here, you can see what I'm talking about. You can see the purple and the green kind of rainbow at the bottom of the screen protector. That's really the only place that I see it, and at the top, and a little bit on the sides. But I mean, I don't really care about that. That's not really a huge deal to me, but it's just something I wanted to point out. Now let's test out the light bleed from the sides of the screen. You can see there's just a very little bit that it's maybe not perfectly aligned with the camera or the phone. And on the other side, again, you can see that as well. Just a slight bit of light bleed because of maybe a misalignment. But it's not horrible. So now let's put this into our case. And if you're curious, this is the Kadabe sheath case. It's one of my new favorite cases. There is also a gap at the bottom of the screen as well as the top and slightly on the side. So it's not touching the case. There's no lifting, no bubbles. So it should be case friendly with most cases. So the screen protector is looking good so far. Now let's move on to the scratch and the drop test to test out the durability. So we're going to be dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball at a starting height of 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll move it up foot by foot until it eventually does. So here we go, 2 feet. 2 feet. So this screen protector only lasted up until a 2-foot drop, which is some of the worst drop protection that I've seen in any of my reviews. And for what they're asking for this screen protector, you should be getting much better drop protection. I've seen better drop protection out of some of the cheaper tempered glass. And the only special thing that this screen protector really does is filter out blue light, which you can do with your phone anyway. So now that we've done the drop test, let's move on to the scratch resistance. So regular tempered glass starts to scratch around a Mohs hardness number 6, so we're going to use a number 5. And then we'll move on to a number 6. And then finally a number 7. So if we take a closer look, you can see there are no scratches at the number 5. There are slight at a number 6 and just a little bit deeper at a number 7. So scratch resistance is standard for tempered glass. So installation for the screen protector was really easy. It also does seem to be case friendly. It only lasted up until a 2-foot drop, and scratch resistance seems to be pretty standard for tempered glass. So I am definitely pretty disappointed with the performance of this screen protector. They're asking $60 for this. There's really nothing special about this screen protector other than the fact that it has blue light filtration. They're saying that it's 11 times stronger than some of their other tempered glass, but that's really not saying a lot because it only lasted up until a 2-foot drop. So for my recommendation, I would tell you to go with some of the other tempered glass screen protectors that have much better drop protection and don't cost nearly as much. But if you guys absolutely love ZAGG and you want to purchase this, I will be putting product links in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out the channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.